And when you're wrong, that's when you do start doing all that stuff.
They need to put it in. We've got plans.
What's going on, guys? I'm Ed.
And I'm Kat.
And we are The Ruse Reacts, and we've got another comedy reaction for you. So, this one was suggested to us in the comments, and it is Bill Burr, No Reason to Hit a Woman, and How Women Argue, which is going to be interesting. 'Cause I've got my theories. Do you think you know the differences?
Oh, let's just watch it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see what Bill has to say on the matter.
No, we have these huge battles. You know what the maddest she ever got at me was? One time she was watching this show, it was like a poor excuse for The View, and they started talking about domestic violence, right? For the 9 millionth time this year, they're talking about domestic violence, just in case, you didn't get the memo, Evidently, just some people didn't get it. It's not okay to slam your wife's head into the cupboard drawers because she didn't dry the can opener off properly, It's gonna fucking rust, right? How do you not know not to do that shit? Do they really have to keep talking about it? It's like wife beaters watching for, oh, fuck, now I get it. Upset daisy, sweetheart, here we go. There you go, oh. So at the end of the hour, they come to the logical conclusion. They're like, there is no reason to hit a woman. There is no reason to hit a woman. And I was just like, really? I could give you like 17 right off the top of my head. You could wake me from a drunken stupor, I could still give you like 9. Dude, there's plenty of reasons to hit a woman. You just don't do it. Mm-hmm. But to sit there and suggest that there's no reason. Dude, the level of ego behind that statement. What are you, levitating above the rest of us? You're never annoying. Women, how many times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week?
Yes.
There you go. Every day. You didn't do it, right? Oh, dude, it drives me nuts. There's no reason. There's no reason. Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You got to move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's going to stay in. No reason. I'm not saying you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking reasons in that arc of a story.
It's not wrong.
All right, that was a hypothetical. You want an actual story? I'll give you one. All right, I fucked up my foot playing drums, trying to get my bass drum foot as fast as John Bonham's, because I figure that's a good thing to focus on. 43 years of age, never married, no kids. I figure this is going to lead me to the light, right? This is what I need to do. So I don't know what I did. I felt like after I played for like an hour, and afterwards I felt like literally like there was some midget stabbing me in the bottom of my foot, right? Like I had lightning coming out of the bottom of my foot.
That's it.
So I did the typical guy thing.
Go.
Like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll sleep
Maybe.
it off. Be fine, right? Next morning, I wake up, my foot's even worse. And I got to walk my crazy dog. So I'm like, I can't do it. My foot's killing me. So I wake up my girl, go, sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you walk the dog for me? Can you just take the shift? I'll do your afternoon shift. Can you just do me this solid? Can you do this for me? And she's just like, oh. I had a late night last night. I'm tired. I have a big day. And I just go, fuck it. She goes, what do you mean, fuck it? It's like, why can't you just say no? Why do you always gotta waterboard me with a 20-minute explanation that eventually winds its way around to go, fuck yourself? Just say no. So I'm just limping out of the room. Whatever, go back to bed. You got a big day, right? So now I'm limping down the street. I got Tourette's, fucking goddamn bullshit. Dog's walking next to me. I gotta admit, I got a little childish. I did. I got a little childish, I was just thinking about my relationship. I'm like, this is the relationship I'm in? You're just gonna do whatever the hell you wanna do, right? And fuck me? Fine, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I wanna do. I feel like listening to my iPod on full blast, walking around the house. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. Turned it all the way up, and my whole plan was just to walk by her like I didn't even know her. Yeah. That was it. She came down the hall, I just ghosted her. Just walked right past her.
Sounds like it's gonna work.
Just trying to piss her off. And I gotta tell you something, worked like a charm. Worked like a charm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hung my coat up, turned around. By the time I turned around, she was already yelling at me. But the music was so loud, not only could I not hear her, it actually looked like she was singing the song that I was listening to. It's one of the highlights of the relationship. So I knew what she was saying. It was like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I'm going on to the computer, right? So I limp over and I sit down, and unbeknownst to me, she's like, now, we're going to talk about this right now. Comes out, poof, and slaps the headphones off my head. I got big ears. It fucking hurt. So I'm like, honey, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Put the headphones back on. She comes right back up again. Poof, slaps them off a little harder. This time they spin halfway around my head. Caveman DNA starts coming up. Talking through my teeth. Honey, leave me alone. Don't want to talk about it, right? Put them on. Third time she comes up. Poof, slaps him right across the room, and I snap. I'm like, fine, you want to have the fight? Let's fucking have the fight. She's like, we will discuss this later when you calm down. Right there. I just wanted to roll her up on her yoga mat and stuff her behind the couch.
Blood pressure.
Just leave her there until she got thirsty. Come on, let me out of here. I have a spin class. You've made your point. This is ridiculous. No, that's the thing.
Reason.
Oh.
Really is. That's the thing. I hate that saying there's no reason. Obviously, I'm not saying to hit a woman, you know. But saying there's no reason, I think that's crazy.
Agreed. I would like to slap her.
Yeah.
And I'm a woman.
I'd watch you slap that woman over and over again.
The act. How are you going to solve it if you don't figure it out? Look how awkward it is in here right now. I said you shouldn't hit a woman. I'm just saying, how come you can't ask questions? You can only ask questions about what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What is that? What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you?
Get him.
What's wrong with you? Fucking had to ignore all of that and now you're gonna like yell out? And not only that, yell something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever? Answer him! Answer him! Every fucking special I do, there's always one. Always right down the fucking middle. Talking about hitting women, sweetheart. And I think you just added another reason.
Yes.
I love this. I'm not even in a relationship with her, and she's fucking nagging me. You're fucking unbelievable. Look, I understand hitting a woman's a bad thing, okay? How come you can't fucking ask questions? I just don't understand. Like, if I get bit by a rattlesnake, wouldn't you guys have some questions? Right? How did it happen? Did you not see it? Were you fucking with it? How did this snake get so mad it almost killed you? Firemen put out a fire, they don't just drive away afterwards, they sift through the debris. How did it start? Here's an oily rag, right? Look, I realize I'm coming off pretty ignorant right about now.
But he's not.
I realize that.
So, like...
Let me extend
Great.
an olive branch then, okay? I realize that there's some animal guys out there,
Yeah.
okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging, all right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky? Really? Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know? You know what it is? Is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm just saying. Just say it, dude. In your heart of hearts, what do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? And he fucking... You know? What do you think? Maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight and some crazy shit was being said. Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, "Oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck." Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker.
You know that's what Rihanna was doing.
To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, "I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box?" "Oh my God, I'll bring my out. I'll bring my out." Now, fuck that, because you know what it is? They never address how women argue, which I think is a core of a lot of that shit. You know? And I got to tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued. But after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. I'm going to tell you something. I'm starting to turn this franchise around. I have begun a winning tradition. This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it. But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad. And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement. Totally designed, this desperate Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call them a cunt. That's what it is. And cunt trumps all the bullshit they did to start the argument. Now It's not about that. Well, that's no reason to call me a cunt. And then that's it. You're in this room now, right? My girl knows my big thing is, my big fear in life is to be that dude who grows old, you know, grows old alone, has like that basement apartment, just screaming up at the younger couple, "Turn it down!" Music! So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, out of nowhere, she'd just be like, "Well, that's why you're just gonna grow old and be alone." Then I'd lose my shit. Next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th fucking time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened? So if you learn anything from my ignorance tonight, just know this. Next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, okay? You're winning, and they just start saying that crazy shit out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay? All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little dick. Just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument. Okay? It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock. All right? Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down. And they won't hook up with you for a couple of days. Who cares? Who cares? You rub one out.
Yeah.
Rub one out like a man. It's the champagne of victory.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes.
It's like, it's so funny because you can hear the audience is just like, "Oh, we can't talk about this."
Oh, no.
Who are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Which is odd because it's so true. Like, and I love it because they'd be like, "Wait, what are you saying?" But he so just sets out perfectly the argument.
Oh, perfect setup.
I'm not saying you should hit a woman.
I'm just saying.
Don't say there's no reason. It's like there's plenty of reasons. You just don't.
Just like there's plenty of reasons that we'd like to hit you.
Of course, but see,
Which he says that.
But here's the thing: you can hit us.
Oh, that's right. We can. Yeah.
You can hit us, and this is my whole thing. You guys should hit each other more. That's why
It would help.
That's why guys can get along way better than girls can get along. Because guys know I need to get along.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I could get beaten up by this man.
And we're like, we could.
You guys are you walking around like in the face because you know it's like.
I was just saying the other day to my girlfriend, I'm like, sometimes I wish we could just have a little punch up and then move on.
Yeah. And then go rub one out.
And then go rub one out. Hey.
That was great. So that was Bill Burr, No Reason to Hit a Woman, and How Women Argue. Oh, how women. Yeah, that's how they argue. Yeah.
Me every
And the
time. I'm
tears.
not that bad. Come on.
No, you're not. I'm talking about in general.
In general?
We've had
Okay.
those ones,
Yeah, all right.
and it's like,
I'll pay you that.
and you know, when you're wrong, that's when you do start doing all that stuff, and then I just call you. And then you'll just cry. That's another thing when you lost is when you start crying. When you cry to get out of it.
My go-to reaction when I'm angry is to cry. So it looks like I've already lost a battle early
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
but I
that's true.
haven't. I'm just. It's just the way.
emotional. So recommend watching that. That was really good. Any of the Bills, we've got a few more requests to do more, so there'll be more coming in the coming episode, but feel free to suggest specific ones if you want.
Anymore.
Thank you for watching. I'm Ed.
And I'm Kat.
We are the Ruse React. Have a good one.
Bye.